Hi traders, hope you're all keeping well. Today is the 8th of July 2026 and the time in UK is 11:31 a.m. Okay, so we're looking at the silver on the 1 hour time frame. So I believe that we have a fantastic long opportunity um, to go up to complete uh, this ending diagonal for a zigzag um, correction. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll quickly analyze the chart with you. So I'll make this short and sweet um, so that to give you room to understand the analysis. So let me get the chart up properly. Okay, so first of all, let's go to the daily time frame. We'll just do a quick top-down analysis. So this is the daily chart, and we had this long rally to the upside for our leg 3. Yeah. So this is a leg 3 of this impulsive leg to the upside. So after the leg 3, we need a correction for 4, and this is what we've been correcting since January 2026. So we've been correcting for 4. Okay, so what we had here is a 3-leg down, yeah, which I've marked a W, and then we had this 3-leg up, which I've labeled as X. So we need a Y to complete this corrective pattern. Okay, so with this in mind, we'll drop down to a 1 hour time frame. Okay, so this was the X that I showed you on the daily time frame. Okay, so with this X leg down, we are forming what is called a zigzag. Um, uh, so this analysis is using the Elliott wave principle. Okay, so a zigzag is a corrective pattern, which is a 5-3-5 corrective pattern of the Elliott wave principle. Okay, so I've labeled, as you can see, I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. I've got the ABCs. So the ABCs are just the corrective legs, in case you're new to Elliott wave principle. So this leg down basically, not to prolong the video, this leg down here is a 5 leg down. Yeah. So in Elliott wave, we have a 5, 3, 5 corrective pattern. Yeah. So each leg down must be a 5 leg down. So for example, we have a 5 wave down. Yeah. As you can see, I've labeled this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So this here was the 5 leg down. Okay. So here we have a 1, 2, a 3, a 4. Yeah. And then final push down for 5. Yeah. So the final leg down for 5, if I zoom this, you would see that that the 5 completed right here. Yeah, right there. Okay. And after we had the 5 leg completion, then we formed what is called a leading diagonal. Yeah. So a leading diagonal is it can only be found in your leg A of a zigzag correction or your leg 1 of an impulsive move. Okay, so this right here, yeah, all this here is a leading diagonal. Okay, so leading diagonal comes in as a 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Yeah, so 5 3s. You can also see a 5 3 5, sorry, a 5 3 5 3 5. Okay, but most often you only get them on 3 3 3 3 3 3, so 5 threes. So for example, so this is the start of this leading diagonal. Okay, so if you see, if you look at here, you got 1 2 3 4 1, yeah, and then you got 1 2 3 4 2, you got 1 2 3 4 3, and you got 1 2 3 4 4, and 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so they came in trays. Yeah, so after the 5 leg, then we have our 1, and then this is a corrective pattern for 2. Okay, so we have a 1 now, and then we have a 2, and then as you can clearly see, if the chart is, if you can see this clearly, we have a 1, and then we have a 3. So 1 and 3 connect, and then we have a 2, and now we've had our 4. So I'll just take you through these legs here. So for 1, for your 2, we had a 3 leg down. Okay, for 2, and then for this 3 here, we had a 5 leg up for 3. Yeah, and then for 4, we had this 5 3 5 pattern, and then the last legs, the C. So as you can see, we had this 5 leg down for A, and then we had this 3 leg for B, and then we had the final 5 leg down. Like I said, zigzag is a 5 3 5 pattern. Okay, so we had the first 5 for A, and then we retraced 3 for B, 3 legs 1 2 3, and now we seem to have completed our 5 leg down for 4. Yeah, for 5 of the zigzag, and then for 4. So I'll talk you through this ending diagonal. So this is ending diagonal, and this here was a leading diagonal. So with this ending diagonal, which is ending diagonal for C of this corrective leg down here, okay, for our 4, the corrective leg after the 3, then we need our 4. So we had the 5 for A, 3 for B, and then we started having this ending diagonal. So we had a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. So with the rules of the ending and leading diagonal is that your 4 must trade in the region of 1. So basically, this is where 1 ended. For the 4 has to break and trade within the 1. But in an impulsive structure, it is impossible. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do a proper video on leading and ending diagonal, but this is just a quick analysis on this pair, so that if you're fortunate to catch this on time, then you can jump in and go long. So we've now ended for 5. Yeah, so most times the 5 shoots breaks out uh, of this the connector this trend line between 1 and 3. Yeah, and the reason is this will then induce sellers to come in as a breakout. As a breakout. Can you see this big red candle? So traders will jump in and take a short trade because we break out, we've retested the level, so they're happy, they're in, they're short. Yeah, but then obviously we know that this is the end of the ending diagonal, and it is a opportunity to go long. Yeah, so if they've gone short here, the stops will be on the other side. Yeah, the stops will be here, and what we expect is for this to rally up and take them out. All right, so so we're not long, and our stop loss is just below the 2, because the rule is that your 4 must not trade below your 2. Okay, so this dotted line here is my invalidation line, so that's what my stop is, basically just few pips below the dotted lines. So 4 seems to be confirmed. And then, so what we need to do now is to push up to break above this 3, yeah, for 5, yeah, and then this will now be our A of the corrective leg, okay. And after this, we need to push down for B and a push up for C. All right. So I'll leave this video here, and then I'll come back once we are ready to go short after the B completion. All right. Sorry, after this A completion rather. So we expect to push up to complete the A, and then we short for B. All right. Okay. All right. I'll see you on the other side. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye now.